But wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Brothers coming and eat up scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Plume's training people where to skin. All recent gaming go, breaks and pay top beam. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin! A Sony PlayStation 5. Cypher Rise. Buenos dias, chat. My name is Pony. And chat, I am here to defend the PlayStation console. I am the biggest PlayStation fan. Good morning, everybody else. Afternoon, evening, the crazy one. We should have been for an awesome. What is it today? Thursday. Chat, how you guys doing today? Yes, I told you guys today I'm going to be the biggest PlayStation fan. I told you guys I'm going to dress up as Nacho Libre combined with PlayStation fan. Let's do this. Let's do this. How you guys been? What you guys been up to? What's cooking? I mean, we got the Xbox financials, and most important of them all, just stand back a little bit so you guys can see me full in camera. We're talking about the best console in the world, the PlayStation 6. Yes, that's what we are talking today. What do you mean delete? Man, tell me to delete. Man, I go out here and I do my best to dress up for you guys. How you guys want me to delete this stuff? I bought this costume. I put on my sexy cowboy boots on. And this how y'all treat me? Man, I'm telling you. Things I gotta deal with. Well, let's start the show. Let's see who is in the chat today. Man, this is a long pull right here. Damn. All right, here we go. So, chat, I told my partner Farqueleto to make me a sweet thumbnail today. Farqueleto, thank you for that, Farqueleto. He is my tag team partner in my thumbnails right here. Thank you so much for that. You really made it exact. Let me see who's in the chat today. We have Daniel Rubin. He says, mention 1%. 1% of what? I would like to know. Look at the energy. He says, jackass, laughing his butt off. Louis shaped like a PS5, laugh out loud. Oh, man. Olivo, mi hermano Olivo. ¿Qué lo que, Olivo? ¿Cómo estás, mi querido hermano? Oh, man. Look at Farque. I am. Sony PlayStation fan. Yes, yes, we nailed it. Yes. The mask looks like it was made from an underwear. Damn. Be like that, man. Gotta be like that. Rating bros 113 million. I bet you. Oh, look who's here. Why so serious with a beautiful and awesome $2 super? He says, why you have underwear on your face? This is not underwear. This is my official PlayStation mask. And I'm ready to wrestle anyone who dares talk bad about PlayStation in this chat. I am ready for you. I am ready to grab you. I'm ready to power drive you. I'm ready to suplex you. If you talk bad about my PlayStation, and I do mean it, you are not going to talk bad about it. Nah. It's Super Pony. That's right. That's right. How you doing there below? Good morning to you, sir. Yes. Let's go. Let's start the show. We got a lot of things to talk about. And first things first, let's talk about what's important. Gogo Paul, buenos dias, Gogo Paul. Welcome to the Halloween special of Crazy Louie, being Nacho Libre, and also being a PlayStation fan. Today I will defend PlayStation with all my mights. So anyone who comes against it, get ready, because I'm fighting. Yes, I'm fighting against everyone who dares talk bad about my PlayStation here. Haha. Are you leaving the house like that? Seriously? You think I'm going to leave the house like that? Man. No, I'm just wearing this for this special occasion. I told you guys we're going to do a Halloween special. We're wear, a costume, make y'all laugh, have some fun. And that's what we're going to do. So today's show is a Halloween special. That's it. And this is the last time I'm going to be a PlayStation fan. Halloween is today in Sweden, but tomorrow in the U.S. All right. So like I said, we got to start the show, chat. Let's start off with what's going on, what's cooking. And let's start off with some PlayStation important news because yes, this is important. This is what the PlayStation fans want to see. And yes, so like I said, I am the biggest PlayStation fan. All right, here we go. So, take off my mask for now. It's too hot. This thing. So, while you chat, we're out there, and you Xbox fanboys, we're out there speaking bad about Ghost of Yote, saying that it did not sell well. Well, guess what? It did sell well. I'm telling you, today we're going full PlayStation. Look, it says it did great. Ghost of Yote sales are matching the famously efficient Ghost of Tsushima in the US, analyst says. See, I was right. I told you guys it was so great. As a sequel to a beloved game and awesome action adventure of its own right, it comes to no surprise and Ghost of Tsushima has sold well so far. What is a little eye-opening is just how well Sucker Punch follow-up of Ghost of Tsushima promised more of the same in terms of expectation, aesthetic, and combat, but with a fresh perspective as the story takes place decades in the future with a new protagonist moving away. From Jin may have seemed risky, but players have allowed in great numbers. See, chat, when you all had a doubt. When you all had a doubt. This is what happens. What? Wait, who in the blue hell is Xbox Sucks? Jesus Christ, what kind of name is that? I mean, bro, I gotta tell you something. If you're gonna come to a show, at least come up with a proper name. Don't be coming up in here like, oh, this sucks, you know what? I mean, damn. Don't be taking it that far. Hey, Abdel, good morning to you, sir. Abdel, how are you doing today? Today, I'm the biggest PlayStation fan. Yes, sir, I am. Let's have some fun. When is Silent Hill coming to Xbox? I think it's gonna be in the partner program. We have to wait. Someone you blocked already? I have never seen that guy in the chat, though. That is the thing. I've never seen him. But okay. Weird. Mandalorian Martin, good morning to you, sir. How are you doing? Yes. So let's keep reading. Sales data provided by Matt Piscatella, Senior Director of Market Analytics firm Circana, reports in the U.S. Coastal GTA sold exactly the same as its predecessor in its first week. The figure between the two are basically fat. Piscatella posted on Sky, with 1 week in the market, the U.S. sell performance Ghost of Tsushima was basically fat. Of Ghost of Tsushima, it did great. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, helicopter on by. But sequels are meant to outperform for previous installment. You must be thinking, and generally they are, as Piscatella explains. Ghost of Tsushima entered a drastically different market. It came out in 2020 amid lockdowns when playing video games was peaking hard, and it sold for $10 cheap on the PlayStation 4, a console with a greater install base than the PS5. Matt, that is not true, Matt. PlayStation 5 has the greatest and the bestest because it has not 80, not 90, it has 300 million consoles sold. And Matt, if you don't like what I'm saying, Matt, I'm ready for you. I'm ready to fight you, Matt. I'm ready to fight you. Yes. It's easy to pin all of this in immaculate presentation, gorgeous visual and engrossing story. Yes, it has gorgeous visuals because Sucker Punch made it. They grabbed all of the PS4 assets, which it was already far greater than any Xbox game out there. I'm telling you, and trust Louis Nacho on this. But trust me on that. Trust me. I do not lie. I am a man of peace. It's easy to pin on this immaculate presentation, engrossing story, but I like to think the Lofi Beat soundtrack did the heavy lifting. There's nothing just like carving out in the 1600s of Japan. See chat? I don't lie. I speak the truth. And not only that, Alenia Analytics said that's the game sold 6 million copies. And why do I trust in Alenia Analytics? Because they said Xbox only sold 22,000 Final Fantasies. And we gotta trust it because it's a good source. And since Xbox does not give out numbers, then I trust Alenia Analytics. And where did they find their information? From the reviews. Yes, that tells you how many people bought it and reviewed it. I mean, it was only 22K. Telling you that. Telling you that. I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. Like I said, anybody talk about my PlayStation today, get ready. Because I'm ready to fight. Yes, sir, I am. And now, chat, we're going to move on to what's important of the show. And then last but not least, we're going to move to the what's least important, the Xbox financials. Yes, let's move now to the PlayStation 6. Oh, where is it? Here it is. Okay. Let's talk about the PS6 and how powerful it's going to be and how amazing this console is going to be today. Yes, when it releases, I'm telling you, it's not going to be that damn 4080. It's not going to be that 36. It's not going to be, and I'm telling you this, is not going to be that 4090. It's going to be an 8080. That's what's going to be. And don't you dare say I'm lying. Trust Pony Libre when I say this. It's going to be an 8080 console. If not, I have a fact sheet from someone I trust, the source. I do. Let's read this. And like I said, I got my mask on and I'm ready to fight y'all. If y'all dare go against me with this. So, let's read about it. PlayStation 6. All the latest PlayStation 6 news and rumors so far. PlayStation 6 news is a little like a London bus. You spend 8 years waiting for one update, albeit less than a year of PlayStation 5 Pro and 2 come along at once. Just a couple of weeks after the PS5 system Architect Mark Cerny had been talking about the company's partnership with AMD and benefits it could bring to the next generation console. Longtime hardware leaker Moore's Law is Dead has suggested PS6 will begin production in 2027. Yes, we can, sir. We're getting there. But first, remember, I have to be the biggest PlayStation fan. So here we go. Let's keep on going. That would mean 2026 is PlayStation PS5's last hoorah before a move to fresh console generation with the plenty upcoming PS5 games to look forward to as Sony continues to dominate this one. How's everything? We know about PS6 so far, including you might be able to get your hands on it. Ooh. Moore's Law as it reports the console will begin production in 2027. Sony will look to launch in late 2027. Sony and AMD had begun openly discussing what's upcoming with their from the compilation, which will come to PS6. Once again, Moore's Law is that as a bombshell leaks this time about the PS6 specs. We do not need Moore's Law because I already said it's going to be as powerful as an 8080. How do I know it's going to be like an 8080? Because, hey, it has not come out, and I know Sony will push that power to there. And what's going to be the price of that console with an 8080 in it? It's going to be $300. I'm telling you this. Yes, $300. Not the $1,000 like the Xbox. Is going to be $300 like, it should be. Yes. Ponies are here like clockwork. Oh, they're always here. They can always enjoy the show. But hey, this is how we act because we do believe in PlayStation. We do. This is why I got my shirt. This is why I got my cape. This is why I got my costume. My wrestling costume, just in case y'all want to fight me on this today. The PS6 could realistically launch in 2028. If there was one person we trust must to know about when PS6 could be expected to release, it's architect Mark Cerny. Last year announced a major partnership with AMD and Project Enthusiast, which would help improve upscaling on the PS5 Pro that is expected in 2026. Later on, in a new Thomas Guide article, Cerny comments on AMD's progress in designing the next generation of GPU hardware. While that new tech could be ready as early as next year, Sony stated that what I'm trying to do is prepare the next generation of consoles. So my time frame is multi-year here. While not specific, the term multi-year does help reinforce 2028 as a safe bet for the 2026. See, guys, we're getting this. Yep. We are getting this PS6 console. Yeah. In terms, are they ready to read this? I don't know. Let me see. We discussed. Okay, Microsoft. Here we go. Microsoft has also partnered with AMD, but Sony's collaboration was discussed more openly and by Cerny and AMD's Senior Vice President Jack Hyun in a technical talk. In terms of what could come from the partnership, there are three parts. Neural arrays will work to link compute units for more efficient leverage AI upscaling with Hun. Did I say it right? Sorry if I butchered your name. Promising dedicated innovation that brings cinematic rendering to an entirely new level. Yes, just the way I love them. My PlayStation movies where I had to press one button. Yes, because I cannot press them all, and I love to press that one button to complete a mission. That's the power behind a PlayStation. Next up, Radiance cores are dedicated for lighting effects in games. Yes, more light make the screen brighter because you guys like the way to the path to victory. Yes. Similar to how NVIDIA uses RT cores for ray tracing, AMD is looking to catch up, and Sony will similarly benefit with the PS6. Finally, universal compression could be answered to NVIDIA's neutral texture compression, potentially improving the efficiency of streaming compressed data, the GPU memory, lowering power demands, and potentially improving frame rates. Moore's Law is dead. You'll see pop us a few times on very page thanks to a decent track record with hardware leaks. reported on October 25 that Sony will begin manufacturing PlayStation 6 in early 2027 with the intention that it launches late that same year. A 7-year console generation will match up the PS4 cycle, which ran from 2023 to 2020 when the PS5 launched. You see, you guys lie. The PS5 has sold more than 300 million consoles. I know that for a fact because I do have an insider who does tell me the numbers to be exact. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why so serious? This pony said the next PS6 will become a smell-o-vision. No, what are you talking about, smell-o-vision? When there's power behind this console, it does not smell. The only thing you will smell is the victory behind this PS6 and how much it will sell consoles. Because, like I said, the PS5 is now 300 million, tracking up to 500 million, and it will get there by the time the generation ends. It will. So I guess that's it. We don't need to talk anything else because all I'm seeing is this guy saying that, hey, real quick, let me talk about the specs. To talk more about possible specs and launching time, they replied to multiple questions in the thread, but I picked one core details supposedly known. First is that the PS6 is the next Xbox will be using UDNA architecture for the GPUs compared to RDNA 4, which is currently in use with the PS5 Pro. RDNA 4 is in PS5 Pro? Yes, no, you're wrong. It's RDNA 6. The UDNA could be 20% faster. I told you guys. The power of the PS6 will be phenomenal. Yes. Moving up, guys, let's talk about the last and least important thing, Xbox. Why should we talk about why is that least important? Because I'll tell you why. PlayStation rules. Xbox does. Tell me that. As the biggest PlayStation fan. Let's get into it. Yes. All right. Where is it? Oh, no, I can't find it. Sorry, Chad, I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Enough of the PS6 stocks because those are rumors. And at the end of the day, we know the truth is it's going to be an 8080 console. So here we go, chats. Let's get serious on this one. Let's get to it. And this is what y'all want me to be here and talk about and want me to thrash on the Xbox, which I thrash on it all the time because I am the biggest PlayStation fan. Let's go. Yes. Xbox FY26 quarter one earnings, Game Pass list revenue as console sales plunge nearly 30%. I told you, chat. I told you, chats. I told you. That's PlayStation is better. Y'all better believe it. Xbox content search revenue is up 1% for Microsoft latest quarter, beating expectations through continued growth in Xbox Game Pass and third-party content. Microsoft shared its latest financial result on Wednesday, detailing the results of FY Q1, while revealing that Xbox content and search revenue was up by 1%. Louis, why are you wearing a t-shirt? Thunder was a lie. So you guys want me to take my shirt off? John TJ comes in and says, can we discuss how the next PlayStation will be Xbox is going to destroy PlayStation? No, we cannot discuss that because already PlayStation is at the 500 million mark. Getting there, but it's there. They sold 300 million consoles. Do not believe the media. They lie. It's not 80 million. It's not 100 million. It's not 150 million. It's 300 million consoles sold. And they're now reaching the 500 million by the end of this week. 4K with a beautiful, awesome $2 super. What? £2 super. Chat. He says, Louis, why are you wearing a shirt thumbnail? Louis, why are you wearing a shirt? The thumbnail is a lie. Y'all want me to take off my shirt? No, I will not be doing this live. No, that is not going to happen. No. I know Oh No it's Alice's terms, but I'm not going to have Oh No it's Alice's terms on here. No. And not only that, in order to take off my shirt, I got to take off my cape. I got to take off a bunch of stuff and then re-put on the cape and do a bunch of things. And I'll be freezing cold. No. So, let's keep going. Let's go. Specifically, Microsoft credits growth in Xbox Game Pass and third-party content for the slight increase and would beat expectations, noting that it was somewhat offset by a decline in first-party content. As for consoles, Xbox hardware was down to 29% year over year, meaning overall gaming revenue was down 2% year over year, with Microsoft noting that this comparison to a strong prior year. During the earnings call accompanying financial results, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella praised the Xbox division's recent launch of several critically acclaimed games, including Double Fine's Keeper, as well as praising the launch of the Asus ROG Xbox Ally partner devices, which is not an Xbox. It's a PC handle. Yes, PC handle. Why? We do not care if it says Xbox on it. It handles like a PC, and we know that it's a PC device. We know that for a fact because it's got Windows. Overall, Microsoft reached $77.7 billion in revenue for the quarter and $27.7 billion in the net income for the quarter, up 18% and 12% year over year, respectively. Oh, nice. A slower quarter in a strong year of games. Moore's Law is typically 75/25% of hardware sales on PC. He's pretty accurate. Well, I'll tell you what, Gen X Gamer, that's Moore's Law. I'm Pony Libre. I am more accurate than all these guys out here because I have the most trusted source out there, and that is. But don't listen. I'm going to tell you a secret. But don't be telling anyone out there this secret. This is a really big secret I'm going to tell you, chat. And you guys need to understand, don't be telling this to anyone out there who my source is. But chats, my source is Hiroki Didoki. That's my source. That's the one who emails me. And that's the one who tells me because why I am PlayStation's super #1 fan. And he tells me other stuff to say, Lou, go out there and speak the truth. Yes. And that's why I'm here to speak the truth and tell you guys the truth about PlayStation. It's not 80 million console sales. It's now at 300 million console sales, reaching up to 500 million console sales. And the PS6 is going to be 80. Yep, that's what it's going to be. Shit, you guys search this Reddit. Oh, don't make me laugh. Microsoft not only declined the first-party content for the quarter isn't surprising. While this prior didn't go without game launch thanks to the prolific of City Entertainment sending out Grounded 2 into early access, as well as a coalition with the remaster via Gears of War Reloaded, the quarter still paled in comparison to other periods of the year. But no worries, Microsoft. No worries. I promise you this, Microsoft. Here on PlayStation, when Halo releases, we will buy 20 million copies. Yes. No. We will buy we will buy 250 million copies because we have 300 PS5s sold. Yes, I promise you that, Xbox. I promise you. I will tell my Sony friends to go ahead and purchase. And they listen to me because I am Pony Libre. 2025 has seen huge Xbox first-party launch. Oh, I forgot to switch the screen. Sorry about that. My chat. Whoops. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Let's do the comparison to other periods of the year. 2025 has seen huge Xbox first-party game launches like Bethesda Game Studios' Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster and its software Doom: The Dark Ages. Oblivion Remaster in particular has done quite well and is currently the 5th best-selling game of the year in the US per analytics group Circana. This is in addition to a flood of ports to PlayStation hardware that bots previously console exclusive titles over such as Playground Games, Forza Horizon 5. What's coming for the final quarter of the year? Looking ahead, there's a major mixture of things to look to, with several higher profile first-party Xbox game launches closing out. 2025 launch had a huge shakeup to Game Pass. The Xbox division has multiple games that will factor into the next quarter, including Obsidian Entertainment science fiction role-playing game The Outer Worlds 2, as well as Louis Act Normal Don't Act Like a Pony, Jacob Novik. They told me today for Halloween I gotta dress up as a PlayStation fan, and as Nacho Libre. That's why today is an X. Oh, it's kind of annoying? Okay, we'll switch it then. No worries, I'm about to get serious. Let me read this. The Xbox division has already read that. At the same time, next quarter will also include an Xbox Game Pass price hike at its highest year, with the price of Game Pass Ultimate recently increasing 50% to $30 a month. How will the higher price play out compared to however many players may have downgraded to a lower tier or unsubscribed entirely, which they didn't, but okay. I don't know, but I'm extremely curious to find out. Microsoft expects revenue to decline in the low, mid to single digits for Xbox content and serve for the next quarter, though with continued subscription growth. All this comes as recent reports indicate that the Xbox division is being taxed to reach 30% margin, a number that's significantly higher than the average across the gaming industry. I have continually reiterated that it's already disappointing to see a company raking in profits, just not overall revenue, that still sprints to lay off thousands of employees. Microsoft hardly unique, with many other companies such as Amazon recently cutting deep into the workforce, but it remains depressing. So, chat, I'm about to get serious right now, so I'm going to switch from my costume to serious Lou. I think we had enough fun for today, right? But just in case, we'll come back to it. So, let me tell you something what I see about these numbers real quick. Since I read through it, we talked a little bit about it right now, reading through it. So, right, service and content revenue was up 1 year over year, which is not bad, right? 1% is not bad. And it's September 2025, right? As for consoles hardware sales, of course, they dropped down to 29% year over year, meaning overall gaming revenue was down 2% year over year. 2% down is not that bad. So, it says here, overall, Microsoft reached $77.7 billion in revenue for the quarter 2020. Let me see. For the quarter, overall, Microsoft reached $77.7 billion in revenue for the quarter and $27.7 billion in net income for the quarter, up 18% and 12% year over year, respectively. Got some good news about a game. Oh, what's that game called? Go ahead and bring it. Bring it. We're ready for it. Dustin Lambert says, Raymond Skyward says, he dressed up as Game Pass Ultimate. Damn. I dressed up as the biggest PlayStation fan. Oh, man. But here's the thing, though, chat. Let me tell you something, right? About this financial report, because there's a lot of things out there that I just keep on scratching my head, and I keep on saying, why do you guys have to worry about the financial report? If it increased like 1%, if it did do a bad, if it did do good, if it did do this, if it did do that, I mean, hell, Xbox is having a hell of a year. It is. It's having a hell of a year. It's delivering games, and that's the only thing we got to worry about. On the financial side of things, let me tell you something. This is the truth. Let them worry about it. Let them try to reach those numbers. And I got to say something about that too. Chat. Oh, so here we go. Now we're making up licks. Nice. Weekly signups for Xbox Game Pass over the past 12 months indexed. Let me show you guys something that these guys will not be talking about, and these guys will not show you. That was on the report. Again, they're going to go out there and try to say a bunch of stupid things and lie about things that I'm like, okay. But yeah, there's a report that I saw in here that was kind of interesting. Right here, let me show it to you guys right on the dots. Let me move this over here. And this is something they don't see and they don't mention because, hey, why should they, right, chat? Why should they mention that? Why should they bring this up? Because I know these PlayStation fanboys will not mention this. I know that for a fact, but hey, I'm mentioning this. I'm showing it to you right here. This comes from enthusiast that he pulled out from the report. And look at this. All this time they've been saying, well, Xbox is doing bad. Xbox sucks. Xbox is dead. Xbox is doing this. So let me tell you some 3 months ended September 30, 2025. Percentage constant currency impact, percentage change, YY gap, right? So let me show you guys something. So the constant currency impact, right? Microsoft Cloud has 1%. Commercial remaining performance obligation is at 0%. Microsoft 365 commercial cloud is at 2%. Microsoft 365 consumer cloud is at 1%. LinkedIn is at 1%. Dynamics 365 at 2%. Azure and other cloud services at 1%. Windows OEM and devices at 0%. And look at this. While they're trying to destroy Xbox all the time, Xbox right here is at 1%. Interesting to see this right here. Yeah, they rather go out there and they say, well, the company has a loss of 113 million. Of 113 million. 113 million. And I say it and I'm like, do these guys know how businesses actually work? I mean, I'm pondering this. Do these guys actually know how businesses actually work? Do they know that businesses usually have a loss all over the place? Do they actually know how those things work? I'm being honest. Do you actually know how those things work? Now, I'm going to give you guys a little tip right here. In my company, we have a 5% loss every single month. Some things that we cannot grab, some things we cannot pull, some things it's just hard to get. It happens pretty much in all companies. Now, the question is, if the loss is greater than what I'm making, then it's a problem. So, how much did Xbox in general make? That is actually the big question. Lord Horg, delivering names that were already coming to the market acquisition life on no amount of cap and wishing gonna bring Xbox back. Wow, you're a hater, bro. I mean, I don't understand why you gotta come in here and be like that. Why do you? I got a question. Hold on. Before you guys mute this guy's butt, right? I got a question for you, Lord Horg. Why do you believe there's no way it's gonna bring Xbox back? Like, why do you guys still think this is dead? Man, it's kind of funny though. I put on this costume today, being PlayStation's #1 fan, right? Put on this costume, I play my intro as Nacho Libre and all this stuff, and yet they are here mad. And as of today, I will be PlayStation mad. I'm PlayStation fan. Sorry about that. MS doesn't release profits to any specific division. Exactly. They don't release nothing like that. All I know is that one man got a big bonus, and I didn't get that bonus though. I know who he is. He got a big bonus. So if he got a bigger bonus than what he did last year, then things are doing fine. But again, hold up a second. Let me look for this information. Let me look up for this information because, like I said, chat, remember one thing. Always in business, there is a loss. No matter how much you want it, there's a loss. It could be a 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%. And my business side of things is a 5% because, like I said, I deal with animal feed. There's some dust I lose, which I need that dust, for the animal feed. I cannot catch it no matter how much equipment I have and how much perfectly sealed it is. It escapes. No matter what happens, some things just escape. You can't catch. So that's why that 5% is there. Now, if the loss is greater than what the division is making, then we have a problem. That's the thing they don't get. They don't get that. But hey, I'm here to explain to them if they want to listen and if they want to learn. So let's see now. How much money does the Xbox division make? Let me see if I can find this. You guys ready for this, chat? You guys ready for this? They ain't gonna like it. But like I say, so the Xbox division generated a record $23.45 billion in revenue, with a significant portion coming from Game Pass, which had nearly $5 billion annual revenue. Recent reports indicate a push for higher profit margins, which with an alleged 30% accountability margin goal, although the exact net profit is not always publicly detailed and fluctuates based on hardware sales, game sales, and other factors. So you trying to tell me that this 113 million loss is a huge effect on Xbox? Hold up a minute. Let me get my calculator. Let's have some fun. Because these guys just don't know how businesses run. I keep on saying that they just got to go out there and lie. So let's see now. Let me see if the calculator can fit all these numbers. So let's say, what's the number to be exact? Chat, help me out with this. I can do it's 23.45. I'm just going to put it, let me see, 23.45. Yeah, I'm just going to reduce it to 23 billion. Sorry about that. Where is my calculator? 23 billion. So we got to add 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's already billion. 1, 2, 3. All right. Times 113. Let me see. This could be inaccurate, but just in case, right? Percent. Let me see if I can get that percentage. No, I can't even get it on this calculator. Sorry, chat. I cannot get it. I cannot get it. Let me see if I'm doing it wrong. 23 billion. Oh, round out to 23.5. Okay. 23. All right. Let me see. Let's see if it fits though, because this is, the calculator on Windows doesn't go as much though. I think it's divided by a multiplier. I forgot how you get percentages out. Like my brain is not cooking today. Percent. It doesn't say it. Oh crap. Is Silent Cypher supposed to be here today? No, Silent Cypher's not supposed. He should be, hanging out, listening, but he's not here today. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second, chat. I totally forgot how to do this. Oh, Lord. To get a percent from business, that's part of a whole, then multiply by that by 100, for example. To find the profit margin, by total revenue, multiply the result by 100. Oh, my God. I totally forgot how this shit works again. It's 2.1 billion in profit. But here's the thing, though, Dustin Lambert. I'm not looking for the profit. I'm looking at what is the percentage of the loss. I don't think it even goes to 1%. I think it's less than 1% that loss that they have. Seriously, because 113 million, comparing it to 23.5 billion? Billion? You think that's a big loss? You think that's a win? Oh, thank you for that. Time zone 9, thank you for that. See, I totally forgot about that. Ugh. There you go, 23. Let me see if the calculator gets it, because the calculator's messing up. Usually it's a lot more easier, but today it seems to be messing up. Why? Because it's a lot of numbers. No. It's not even a 1%. It's not even a 1%, chat. It's not even close to 1%. It's not. They lost pocket change. Exactly. And that's the thing these guys were not going to explain to you. They'd rather go out there, console war with you guys, telling you, oh, they lost 113 million. I'm like, how is that possible? Yeah, 1% will be 235 million, right? Yeah, that will be 1%. It's not even there. And I see them all go out there trying to celebrate this, like saying Xbox lost 113 million. But is the loss bigger than what the revenue is? Is it bigger than all that stuff? I mean, if the loss is bigger than what's making, then we have a problem. But if it's not, and it's just that small percentage, which they knew, and not only that, they mentioned it too last quarter. I'm sorry. You guys need to understand something. They knew already that this was going to come down the road. They knew already they were going to have a loss. They knew already all this stuff was going to happen. They knew this. But again, is the loss greater than what it's making? No. So, because it has a loss, does that mean that they're dying? No. Is this bad for them? Of course, nobody wants losses, but every company has a loss no matter what. Now, if the loss is greater than what they're making, then we have a problem here. I don't know why they're so stuck up in trying to kill the company instead of looking what's good, instead of looking what's cooking, instead of looking what's delivering, instead of looking at where's it going, instead of delivering how's it coming, how's it building, how's it doing, all this stuff. That's why they don't sit down and talk about. They don't. They don't sit. They still. And this is what's funny, chat. And you guys were here yesterday when I was talking about Hiroki Totoki mentioning about TikTok. What did I tell you guys about that? Tetoki is, I mean, not Tetoki, sorry, Nadella, sorry. Oh my God, I went to Tetoki because, again, I'm just a PlayStation fan. I'm thinking of Tetoki today. So, Nadella yesterday or the day before he came out and said, hey, our biggest competitor out here is TikTok. One of our biggest competitor, movies and all that stuff. And the thing is, it's called time, engagement. Nadella wants to grab those TikTokers to engage over here. Here's something that they don't understand because they won't learn. And yesterday, after I talked about this and I told everyone how much time I put into TikTok, how much time I put into this and that, and even though they don't understand it, but hey, Austin Evans did a video that I watched later on during the day, and I saw and I even sent it to Silent Cypher. And pretty much it's basically what we discussed about the console, what we discussed about the whole TikTok thing, and what we discussed about this. They also said, real important chat, they also said this. And Austin Evans did look for the info. And he showed you what was Netflix's biggest competitor. And chat, let me see if you know, real quick. What is actually Netflix's biggest competitor? What is it? Go ahead, tell me. I'll give you an opportunity. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but if you guys did, it's a really good video. But what is Netflix's biggest competitor out there? Is it HBO? Is it this? Is it that? Go ahead, chat. I'll give you one chance for you guys to say it. Okay, say good morning. TDNG, good morning. Why So Serious, good morning. Dustin Lambert, good morning. Longhorn, good morning. Let me see who else is in here to say good morning to you guys. I have not said my good mornings today, huh? Kind of weird. Jacob Nova, good morning. Gen X Gamer, good morning. Void Drats, good morning. Let's see now. Who else is here? John TJ, good morning. West Coast Graffiti, good morning. Let me see who else is in here. Abdel, good morning to you, sir. Night Betchy, good morning. 30 Below, good morning. I think that's it. I think that went through everyone. Yep. All right. Oh, my screen froze. All right, there you go. We're back to it. Okay, it's back. It's back. It's back. Guess it's too much. Why so serious? Good morning to you, sir. So again, like I was saying though, the toilet says Silent Cypher. No, it's not the toilet. No, not that. That's my biggest enemy though, the toilet. But, nope. Netflix's biggest enemy, chat, is called sleep. Something we do every single day. Netflix's biggest enemy is sleep. Because here's the thing, though. We have to sleep as humans. We have to go lay down, sleep for us to have the energy for the next day. So why is that Netflix's biggest enemy or biggest competitor, I'm sorry, it's because they cannot compete with something that we have to do with our lives, to keep on going, to keep on living. Now, what will Netflix want? Netflix will want you not to sleep and be on its app watching the movies. So, by that, I understood what Hiroki Tetoki said, because when you go to TikTok, sleep, huh? Yes, sir. It is. It is. No joke. When you sit here and you look at it, I'm not kidding you. Look, I even look at it for you. Netflix biggest competitor. And it's a good article. There you go. Let me show it to you right here. Right here, chat. I'll show it so you guys can see. And this is something that came out in 2017. And this is why people don't seem to explain the whole situation with TikTok, right? They don't seem to want to explain it because at the end of the day, they just don't understand it. They rather console war instead of understanding how things work in life. So yes, here's the article from The Guardian in 2017. It says right here, this article is more than 8 years old. Netflix's biggest competitor, sleep. Sleep. There you go. When you go spending technology firm, you need to keep a paranoid eye on the competition. But sometimes it can be hard work out what the competition is. Disruption can come from the most unlikely corners. But given that, as an odd definition of what it has to compete with, no Amazon Video, not YouTube, not even old-fashioned broadcasters, no. According to the company's chief executive, Reed Hastings, Netflix's biggest competitor is the pesky human need to close your eyes and sleep for a third of the day. That's how it is. Proof. that the Xbox tax is real is Sean Layden, Reggie, and Phil all said the competitors TikTok and short from media. Who is the only one who gets blasted for it? Xbox. Netflix competitor is so. Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Remember we talked about NBA Streets coming back? It is NBA The Run 2026. Nice. Good stuff. I can't wait to play that. We need those type of games. We need those NBA Jam type of games to come back. That's actually great fucking news right there. I'm happy to hear that news. I'm happy for that, man. I hope it has Larry Bird in it, man. I love throwing those threes. Shoot, with Larry Bird. Larry Bird is the man because of those 3 shots. Man, he's pretty good. Whew. Oh man. But yeah, Chad, that's the thing though. That's something that these guys won't go out there and explain. They'll still try to get you. I don't get Xbox. I don't understand it. I don't get where they're going with this. I don't know where the business is going. I don't understand why is it going to PC. I don't understand why is it doing this, why is it doing that. Simple. I've talked about this plenty of times here on the show, and I've said it before, and I'll say this again. Hey, what's up, Kenny J. Williams? How you doing? Good morning. So here's the thing though, chat. There's something that people don't seem to understand. I've talked about it plenty of times on how console growth it's been. When you add them all together for years, if you add them all together, right, for each generation, let's say if there was like if it started from 100 million, then it went up to 200 million. Now it's stuck pretty much at 300 million. There's been some generation where it could have passed 300 million in total for consoles. Right? There's been a time that it could have been past that number. But the truth of the matter is that it's been years since it passed the number. While you got on the other side, and I showed you guys this yesterday, I talked about this yesterday, is how PC keeps on growing. PC has 1.9 billion PC gamers on it. 1.9 billion, 9 billion. It's not a million, it's billion. And it just keeps on growing. Probably by next gen or probably by 2 or 3 years, it might reach 2 point something. It's going to get there. So if Microsoft sees that consoles have been stagnant, no matter what they do, no matter how it happens, either way though, they see that, for example, look at the PS5. What do you think, chat? And I got a question for you, and I'm serious about this. How do you think the PS5 generation is going to end? Do you think it's going to surpass the PS4? Or do you think it's going to be at 100 million sales total because of the way it's selling? No, he said NBA Street. That was DJ Energy who said NBA Street. NBA Street. I'm cautious. That looks like a cheap imitation. Well, I mean, hey, listen. Just remember one thing. Even though it looks like a cheap imitation, it could be great. Because listen, Vampire Survivors is one of the best games out there. Balatro, one of the best games out there. And right now, me and Silent Cypher are playing Supermarket Sim. Oh, Silent, since you're here, let me explain this real quick about Supermarket Sim. Because I found out something yesterday. So, when you open the map in Supermarket Sims, there are a bunch of stores. Go ahead and, since you're selling the keg beer, go ahead and put it on your tablet thing. Put on your tablet and run into the beer store and check out the price. Silent, it's half the price. It's half the price that we ordered. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. So after the show, if you want, Silent, we'll hop on and I'll show it to you real quick. We'll hop on and I'll show you that it's half the price. So you got to buy a truck in order to pack the truck with stuff, like for the most expensive things. Because I know there's some stuff that aren't expensive. Like, for example, if I buy 5 things and I see it doesn't go above 100, I'll order it. But if I see that it goes above 100, I'll pick up the truck and go pick it up. If it's half, I'm going to make some serious money. But like I was saying, though, right? Bringing it back into gaming. Chat. PC is growing all the time. And it just keeps on growing, Same thing with the mobile division. Same thing with, of course, mobile division is growing because it's a necessity, right? But when you sit there and you try to grab the estimates out there, and right now there's got to be like, what's the total of mobile gamers that are out there? Hold on. Let me see. Mobile gamers. It says that there were 2.9 billion mobile gamers globally in 2023. That number is projected to reach 2.5 billion by users by 2030. Okay, that's actually wrong. There were over 2.9 billion, and now there's going to reach 2.5 billion. Okay, that's the number's wrong though. The largest portion of mobile gamers were over 1.48 billion players. Oh, that's the largest. Okay, I see now. That's the largest. Okay. So here's the thing though. When they went to go get ABK, I totally understood why they were going to go get it because of the mobile side of things. They're trying to get that reach, trying to get the Xbox to reach some of those out there. We know they're not going to reach them all. In a perfect world, that will be perfect for them. But we know that's not going to happen. We know that. It's a fact. Same thing with the Windows. We know that it's a fact that they're not going to be able to reach all those 1.9 billion gamers. We know that too. They're not going to be able to reach it. Now, can they take some of that away? Yes. Can they take some from PlayStation? Yes. Can they take some from Nintendo? Yes. Can they take some from everywhere? Yes, they can. Yeah, but you need the truck for that, son. You need to get the truck in order to stack it up because the truck only costs 12,000. So yeah, go get that truck, man. And once you get the truck, get it going. But yeah, like I was saying though, right? Bring it back in. That's why they came up with "this is an Xbox" term. That's, again, people don't seem to understand. They don't seem to explain it because, hey, they'd rather console work. This is an Xbox is telling you that, hey, you can grab your cell phone, log in, it becomes an Xbox. You can grab your TV, log in, it becomes an Xbox. You can grab your tablet, it becomes an Xbox. You can grab your toilet, it can become an Xbox. Anything can become an Xbox. That's what they're basically telling you. No matter what. It doesn't matter what device you're on. If you go into Xbox, it becomes an Xbox. That's the term, this is an Xbox. And that's how it is. And with things evolving, and like I said, consoles have become stagnant. What are they going to do? Are they going to stay on the console side and expect to have like the best growth out there? I mean, it's going to, in the long term, it could be good. But in the short term, right, it's not going to be good. Because it's going to take them a while to get that reach. But what would I rather do? If I was a person who has a company that is full of technology, even they put games everywhere, why the revenue only up 1%? Well, Daniel Rubin, because here's the thing. Daniel Rubin. We're right now in times where things are bad, no matter what. And Daniel Rubin, again, it's only up 1% because, listen, all these games have a bigger competition, and it's called Fortnite, it's called Call of Duty, it's called GTA, it's called all that stuff. That's their biggest competition out there, no matter what. That's how it is. Elon Musk, no link. Now I'm on Xbox. Finance Online on Dreamcast was good times. But yeah, here's the thing though, Danny Rowan. But again, right? Even though it went up 1%, at least it went up, especially for the times we are dealing with the times where people right now are looking at their budget and be like, hey, oh my God, money-wise, yeah. I cannot be spending that much. I cannot be doing this. I cannot be doing that. And this is what's happening nowadays. Because I got to tell you something. One thing that's really helped me, especially I'll give you, for me, personal example, right? And I'll talk some personal stuff about my life, right? I pay a loan every month of $1,300. And that's this apartment. That's my loan, right? I got to pay it because I bought this apartment. So I got to pay $1,300 every single month. So that comes out of my pocket, right? Then I got to get groceries. Then I got to pay electricity, which electricity is mad expensive here, right? And I'm telling you, I usually in the month, I am alone for, let me see, from Tuesdays or Fridays, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times 4, that is 16. I'm alone for 16 days in the month. And the other part, which is 14 days, is the missus that comes in. You're listening to this, and I pay more than $100 for electricity, me living alone. And for me, that's expensive. For you guys, you might say, well, $100 is normal here. But here's the thing, though. You guys have the AC on all day. I can't have it on because if I had the AC on all day, I would be paying $200, $300 because the electricity here, like I said, is mad expensive. So like I'm telling you, right? I pay more than $100 for electricity, and I pay for groceries. I pay for all this stuff. Imagine me that if I had to sit there and buy a game to play. You know how many games I will buy in a year? Me personally, that I would like to play. Let me see. For what I played this year, I would have bought them 10 tops, 10. Not like back in the day, you know, when I was younger, I could have bought 20, 25 games. Now from 25, I reduced it to 10 because that's another thing. It's called time. I don't have that time to sit there and play all these 25 games like I used to. I can play a bunch of indie games and finish them quick, yeah, but 25 big games, I don't have that time anymore. That's another thing. So my purchase reduced to 10, probably to 5 at most during the year. New games, 5 almost a year because it's another thing. So when you go out there and you look, for example, this Circana analytics, right? And that's a perfect thing for you to see. In order to understand this, you have to look at Circana and see, okay, I see that this still is on the list. Okay, these guys put a game out there brand new. Sometimes it gets into the top 10, sometimes it gets to the top 5, but then down the road it starts to slip away. And then the other games that were on there for months, right, are still the top 10 sellers. And that's the thing that they're going to have to go out there and compete against. And it's a tough competition because here's the thing. Like I said, we're growing up. We don't have the time. And now we have all these kids jumping in, playing these consoles. And what do they play? Fortnite, Roblox, sports games, GTA, Call of Duty. That's it. What do you mean, Louis? Back in the day, you would buy $1 DVRs. But wait a minute. When I mean back in the day, I mean last generation. I'm talking about last gen because in gens before you're hard to don't be saying that too loud. And here's the funny thing: we all did. We all went out there and bought those $1 DVRs. Because I love, and I do love when people, because here's what's funny though, chat, and I gotta say this, and this is the truth. Why do you complain about Game Pass? So why do you hate Game Pass when, oh, the quality is gonna be bad, the quality is gonna be this, all this and that, but hey, but back in the day, what y'all did to those PlayStation and to those Xbox and all this stuff in order to game? Of course, if you found out the truth though, what did you do? You went out there and you chipped that damn thing. That's what y'all did. You chipped those PS5, you chipped those Dreamcast, you chip all those stuff, and then you went and got your CDs for $1. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. See, Lou don't lie when it comes to that. And not only that, you also rented games. What is so bad about renting games? I just love when you come in and try to shamble me because I rent games. Oh, renting games is awful. Did you go to Blockbuster? Yeah. Did you rent a game back in the day? Yeah, it's the same damn thing. Now, the only thing is that renting game that I have there can last for almost a year or 2 years there, and I don't have to pay for late fees. And for Blockbuster, I have to wait 4 days in return. See? And again, let me say this because we do not condone piracy. We do not like it. We don't appreciate it. But hey, back in the day, we didn't have that much cash, but we had to find the ways. He said, Danny Rubin says, they are doing the same mistake when they done with Xbox One marketing. What is the same mistake though, Danny Rubin? Because I'll tell you something. If I sit here and I compare this generation to the last one, this generation is way better. This generation is way better. This actually, I gotta say something because here's the thing. A lot of people are here stuck up to the idea that the 360 was like one of the best gens out there. Listen, it's something that happened. Same with the PS2. PS2 was one of the greatest generations out there. That motherfucker sold almost, 150 million for me, but now it's at 160 million. But that motherfucker sold 150 million consoles. That was a great generation for PlayStation. A great one. But yet, after that, where did it go? How much did it go through? PS3, down. PS4, up. And this one is going to be in between. I really do hope they can actually. Sorry, I really do hope they can actually surpass the PS4. But for what it looks like, I don't think it's going to surpass it. I'm telling you for what it looks like as of right now, right? As I see the numbers, how it goes, what it looks like, I see it like that. But it can because the generation is still not done. Once the generation is done, then you know what? Until well, I mean, well, at least one console does the limit, but damn, I mean, pretty much everything was able to crack. And that's something that people don't bring up because they're scared to talk about it. Well, you know what? I'm not afraid to talk about it because hey, those were things we did as kids. Now, do I nowadays condone? No, I don't like it. I don't like dealing with that stuff. Back in the day, it was a little bit easier, you know. But nowadays, I don't want to deal with it, and I don't want to mess with it. Especially after I got my ass kicked in Serious Sam. I said, nope, not doing this again. Never again. That really taught me a lesson. Damn. Oh Lord. But that's how it was. And yet they go out there and talk bad about Game Pass. Oh, the hypocrites. Always gotta love them. Just because they're in their little shell of Haiti. That's why today I became a PlayStation fan for a while. We had our fun. But hey, chat said, get serious, though. I'm tired of it. Okay, we're tired of it because, yeah, that's how you guys sound. Annoying. I play GT2. Jay Reezy with a beautiful and awesome $2 super. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. He says, we got Lucha Libre Louis before GT6 and PS5 Pisser. Yes, sir. You got, no, Lucha Libre Louis. You have the best of the best out there. The best thing that PlayStation has ever had. And that is, I'm going to put on again my costume. And that is Pony Libre. That's who you have on here today. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man, this thing's going to break. Uh-oh. Ah, shit, chat. Hey. Man, I'm going to have to put some, what is it called? Butter on my face or something to get this thing on. Damn. That damn underwear. Oh, man. But that's the thing, though. That's what these guys don't talk to you about. That's why these guys don't speak to you the truth. That's why these guys don't, they go out there, they try to shame, they try to destroy, they try to kill Xbox, which is not true for what they're saying. And again, $113 million loss for a thing that's making in revenue $23 billion is not at all bad. Of course, a loss is bad, but it's not bad. Now, if the loss was greater than what they're making, then we have a problem. Lambert said, ponies will kill their. Oh, Lord. I'm not going to even read that for something like Game Pass on their console. And listen, I'm not going to say I do believe that, though, but damn. I mean, those guys, oh, man. Those guys will do anything. Those guys will do anything for attention. No joke. They had to jump in here, try to tell me, well, $102 million loss, like it's bad. I'm like, do you have a business? No. You know how things are. You know what? You want to know how much is my loss in my business? I'll tell you this much. Right? Hold on. I'll give you this much. And this is not the actual number because it depends on the year, right? But I remember one year the company sold this much. That is without profit or anything, right? Divided by 63.25. So in my company, the average loss is a year. This is the average loss per year, right? The average loss is between $580,000 to $680,000. To $650,000. That's on average. But so what I do is I round it up and I say, okay, my average loss throughout the whole year is $550,000 to $650,000. That's the number in between. And what I try to do is, as much as I can, I try to keep it on the down low, but it's hard to keep it on the down low. It's common, especially if we have a company that manufactures that it has a loss. It's okay. And also sometimes, you buy stock that people don't buy. It happens. It happens to everyone. Because you're like, oh, this is on sale, let me go get it. And it sits there, It happens to a lot of us. It does. That's why each business has a loss. There's products that break, which is considered a loss. We've seen that. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever been to like a place where you buy For example, eggs, right? You go to a supermarket, there's eggs that you open up the box and you see broken. That's a loss towards the supermarket. That's how it is, man. Every business has a loss, and that's the thing that they don't understand. Hey, Snooky Jackson, what's up? Today, I dressed up for Halloween. Snooky Jackson, having a blast with the chat. And shout out to the 30 people here on the show. Please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. And not only that, share this out. Let's get more people in here to watch Pony Libre in action today. But, sometimes he comes up because, again, I thought you were going to stop vaping, Lou. Yeah, I got to stop vaping. I know. I got to stop vaping. Speaking of that, I got dentist appointment at around 1 p.m. Speaking of that, I got to go to the dentist. They got to get my teeth checked out. Yeah. And they're still somehow the largest consumers. Don't get me started with that. But yeah, that's the part they won't explain to you, chat. And listen, right? We all saw the numbers. We all saw what happened. At the end of the day, chat, no matter what they say out there, and trust me, you need to understand, they go out there and they lie so much that if you guys have not learned that they lie and you guys take whatever they're saying to heart, then you're falling for their tricks. You guys got to get away from them. None of them are financial guys. None of them are none of this. Nothing. They're not. What they are is a common video game fan who thinks that we know everything. That's how it is. And I'm just teaching you basic stuff. I'm just telling you basic stuff because I'm giving you a prime example on how my business runs. I do not know how Microsoft business runs compared to mine, because it's a totally different business, software and everything, Hey, it's totally different business than mine, but I'm telling you as basic as my business is, right? Because I have a loss and I have to have that percentage on there because I always try to aim to try to lower it, but it's a hard way to lower it. It's hard. It's super hard to lower that, but it's there. And so each year when it comes by to look, I'm like, oh man, but how much did I make? Okay, that's good. Now, if my loss is greater than what I'm making, then we have a serious problem. And that's how it is. Again, don't be falling for those guys' tricks out there. Don't be listening to them because they don't know how things work. They don't. All they rather do is grab that and try to shove it down your face on how financial things work, which is, they don't even know how it works. It's insane. I mean, I was laughing my butt off with a friend of mine that is a PlayStation fan. He was sending me those numbers, and he said, well, we're in a business to make money. But in order to make money, you got to lose money too. I mean, that's how it is. In a perfect world, we shouldn't even have losses, but nothing is perfect. Know that for a fact. So let's see now. The Fire Stick on Streaming Stick, hell, even the Roku have a fully working web browser and are way cheaper than a PS5. Damn. That's how it is. When I worked in the grocery store a long time ago, we had to weigh everything we threw away and record it. It will be counted as a shrink against the department's earnings. There you go. And Dustin Lambert, that is a loss right there for them. That is a loss. And that's how things work in life. Not everything is always winning. Because if Microsoft did not have losses, people will be asking questions. So it's okay to have losses. Now, like I said, if the loss is bigger than what you're earning, then we have a problem. Then you got to shut that shit down and get it away before you keep losing more money. But if the loss is small compared to the 23.3 billion that it's making, 23.4, sorry, 23.4 billion, and the loss is 113 million, that's not even a scratch to it. Huh. Amazing. And yet they're out here saying, oh, it's losing money. They're trying to get that 30%. Listen, Game Pass grew 1%. That's actually good, especially for the times we are in. That's the thing people don't talk about. They don't mention it. And it's a division that grew. Microsoft has some divisions that did not even grow right now. And Xbox was one of them that grew. What does that tell you? Chat, it's simple. What does that tell you? That Microsoft has a lot of divisions, right? Some divisions did not grow. It was stuck on a 0% right there. And yet you had the Xbox growing 1%. What does that tell you? It's making money. It is. It's growing, and that's what they look for. They want it to grow. Now, if that position was in the negatives, they're like, even though they know, and they even said it last year that for the next quarters, what is it? Well, the next quarterly numbers, they were going to have loss. They said it because they knew it. They predicted it. They knew it. So they're ready for it. That's how it is. That's how it is, my chat. That's how it is. But hey, they'd rather go out there and lie to you. They said, why not? Let's lie. Let's get the clicks. Let's get the clicks. Yes. Let me get those clicks out there. 100%. Let's get those clicks and talk bad about Xbox. We need to do that all the time. Thinking that we know this stuff. Wow. Incredible. Big B money. You're just waiting. Man. Oh, no, it's BB Fabio. I keep forgetting we got to call him BB Fabio. It's not BB money, it's BB Fabio. BB Fabio. What's up, BB Fabio? How you doing? I know you are. What flavor do you vape? It says cherry, strawberry, watermelon, peach. So let's see now. FY26, 7 highlights, OEM, Xbox services. Quarter 24, 12, okay, 1%. That's good. At least it grew from 12% to grew 1 more percent. So that's pretty good. As long as it did not go negative, that's good. 61 to 8 to 9, 13 to 12, 1. Okay, that's good. But how you doing, Big B Fabio? What's cooking, man? What's cooking? What's been going on? This MS cell phone I bought 10 years ago for 20 had a fully working web browser. Wow, cell phones were cheap. Damn. Nowadays, it's $1,000 for a damn phone. Just to take pictures and get phone calls. Damn. More to game, though, because, that's how it is. So let me see what these guys are saying. Game revenue decrease, 113 million. Or 2% driven by decline in Xbox hardware. Okay. Offset in part of growth by Xbox content and services. Xbox hardware revenue decrease. Wait a minute. So 113 million was because of the Xbox hardware. Yeah, they don't make money on the Xbox though. Huh. Interesting. Music? No, I don't think no one deleted your thing. No, I think you're good. You're good. You're good. Howdy, folks. Follow Green Bears, Podcast Hoppers, Sneak Lookers. Thanks for joining the party last night, Lou. Oh, you're welcome, Sin. You're welcome. Just checking up on you, man. Just checking up on you and seeing how your store is doing and everything. I hope that your store is running fine. But since you are here, let me tell you something. When you make enough money, get a truck. And before you get the truck, I gotta show you. I already told Simon I'm gonna show him something before I head out to the dentist and everything. I gotta show you something, right? And that is that when there's stores out there that you grab the truck and you pick up the packages there, and it's half off everything you order from delivery. I am not kidding you. It's half off. It's half off. I mean, I got the truck yesterday, and I ended the store early because I said I have to, get off of this because if not, I'm going to continue because I wanted to go for another day. I said, man, it's already almost 1. I got to get off. So I got off, right? And I said I'm going to try to test it out today. So before I go to the dentist, I'm going to try it out. And I'm going to have to get Cypher in here so you can see what I'm talking about. But, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that it's half off. And I was like, man, I'm going to use this truck, especially for those orders like the beer and everything. Because the beer for delivery costs $123 with the delivery and market sim. But in the store, it's $60. So I said, I'm getting the beer right here. I'm going to be making all this money. No joke. I'm going to be making tons of money with this stuff. Now, for the small stuff, I'm not going to use the gas to get it for now until, I make a better, until I'm like in my 40 or 50,000. When I'm on 40, 50,000, then I'm going to grab the truck and just go ahead and pick everything up after everything is well organized. So that way, I don't have to use that truck a lot because the gas costs $5. You got to refill your truck, which is annoying. And it takes like 3 minutes to refill because you got to hold down the X. But I got to say, though, that truck is fast, though. It drives fast, and the handling sucks, but hey, it's good. It's good. It's good. I mean, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. That's what matters. And what I do is I go to the store and I slam the truck literally right in front of the store. I put it on the sidewalk right in front of the store. I start, It's so weird. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Oh, the cola flavor one. Nice, nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Sin, but that's how it is. I got to show you guys that. I found that out yesterday. I was like, what? With the truck, Oh, Lord. I wish I could refill my truck for $5. How much a gallon costs in my state? Damn. Damn. No. I'm not saying it costs $5 to fill. No. Each time you hold the X, it charges you $5 to fill the truck. So it's literally like almost like $100 to fill the truck, or 200, 150, something like that. But if I pick up 2 packs of beer or 4 packs of the kegs in the game, which tomorrow we would let me see if I can finally find the game in the Xbox app. I can't find it. I don't know why it's not showing up on my Xbox app. It's annoying. I hope it shows up today. Sometimes it happens. That stuff happens. So let me see now. Let me go to Game Pass. Let's pray to God I can find it now today so I can get the Supermarket Sim downloaded and installed. Let's see now. Which is where we got Power Wash 2, but I can't. Here it is. Yes, I found it. You see, now today I see it. Let me install it. There you go. Perfect. Installing it now. Woof. Now I'm installing the sucker. So yeah, now we're gonna have Supermarket Sim to play this Saturday. Xbox is down yesterday. I did not find it down. I mean, I was playing yesterday. Me and Sal were playing right there. I might turn Supermarkets to my Saturday morning game. I think Keeper's just a bit too weird out there for me to keep playing it. Oh, okay. Hey, like I said, all of us have a personal take when it comes down to games. Doesn't matter which one it is, bro. That's how it is. Let me see. Science services, I got you there. I hopped off to get the kids to be, and then came back and played some Outer Worlds 2. There you go. There you go. Until I drive Silent Cypher in there after the show and say, Silent, come in here. Let me show you this. And Silent Cypher going to make cash and get that truck and save money. Man, I'm going to be making tons of profit now. Some things were down for a bit. I was fine. When I got up on, okay. Oh, some things are all right. So this, yeah, like for example, the chat was acting weird these past few days. It's been acting weird, but that stuff happens. Y vi que por parte de Microsoft, según datos sobre esas proporciones por antena, la suscripción nueva semana de Xbox Game Pass ha mostrado una tendencia bajada. El gráfico no llega al precio de un 1 de octubre. Okay. Source Antenna Live, weekly Xbox, but I gotta check if that Antenna Live is actually resourceful though. Because that's the thing, though. There's a lot of people out there with analytics, but we got to check if they are correct with those analytics, and that's a lot of work to do. PlayStation needs to sell 14.1 million PS5 consoles this year to surpass the total sales of PS4. There are at 80.3 million units sold versus 94.4 units sold in the same time period. I don't think they're going to do the price increases though. And TikTok, of course. Based on official sales data online, which shows a PS5 with 3 million PS4 down, distance and 4 million. The period like in 2018, online property. Okay. You got noted, I think. But weird though, I mean, Xbox tiene los contactos, si algo no cambia, el crecimiento de Xbox Gaming descantado, la función de moneda fue 0%, las estimaciones de HUD para el quarter, otro 2% de Xbox, la única división de marca con estos resultados señalados por Nadella. Louis, I won't be able to hop on to play today. I check that you're talking about. I'll save up to buy a truck where possible. Yep. Units shipped. Yep. There was an assured outrage on Cypher. It affected us here at work. Oh, damn. That's crazy. Incredible. These guys act like they didn't say that. Let me go see. Xbox numbers we're going to drop. There you go. See, I knew this. Check this out. See, I know it was right about something. And you see, chat, they won't talk about this. And here we go. I'm going to show it to you right now. That's the thing people tend to forget. I can't believe these guys are out here, doing some info, right? Or talking about gaming news, but yet they seem to forget what happened the last time, though. So let me show you this right here. So there you go. And this is from Amy Hood. It's not from Crazy Lou. This is Amy Hood, right? So Amy Hood says, according to FYI quarter 2026 earnings, July, September 25 Xbox revenue were mixed, right? So Amy Hood said right here, based on recent Microsoft financial reports, Xbox revenue is not consistently dropping, but Xbox One revenue is declining. The gaming division is shifting to focus toward high-margin content and services, a strategy driven by parts Microsoft's chief officer CFO, Amy Hood. During Microsoft quarterly earnings, stated that Xbox however to decline year over year. However, she did not mention how the Xbox numbers would drop. Her comments highlighted the company's focus on its higher margin business, specifically cloud and AI. Oh, cloud and AI. The financial strategy that Hood stated in 2023 was reportedly a 30% profit target for Xbox has contributed to shift away from console growth focus. Let me see right here. Decline in hardware sales is not a surprise. Microsoft reflection is a new strategy. The company has shifted. Wait, I saw something earlier. What the heck happened to this? Let me see. Okay. This is, wait. Okay, I see now. I see what happened. I don't know why Google switched it up for me, the AI, but here you go, Chad. Let me show it to you. The other one I was looking at because it kind of switched from me. Hold on a second. Let me put the share screen real quick. Okay. Let me just, stop share screening. Okay, let me grab the other one. Let me click this one down and grab the other one right here. All right, here it is. Share. Okay, here we go. So here we go. Like I was saying though, forward-looking statement for the next quarter. This is what she said. Quarter 22, Hood provided an outlook that specifically predicted how revenue would decline year over year. She also projected a revenue decline in content and service, though growth in subscription and hardware were expected to partially offset it. See what I mean? She did say that in the quarterly number. And that's the thing these guys do not seem to share with you out there. And that's something that really agitates me. But I'm like, damn, guys, share this out. Tell people what's happening, speak the truth. But no, they rather go ahead and console war instead of speaking about this because she predicted this in the last quarter numbers. She said that. But hey, chat, it is what it is. That's how it is. Let's talk bad about Xbox. That's what we got to do in order for our content to grow, right? And in order to get those clicks. Yes. Well, it only sells. No, I don't do that. No, I don't do that. I was real close to ramming my dude, Fargin Icehole, but didn't have the heart to put. Louis does your supermarket sell? Man, now my hand's calling me. I gotta call people today. Some parts of Brazil were impacted. Let me see. I was real. No, my dude, Fargin. Let me see. But yeah, Chad, that's how it is. I mean, look, it happens to all businesses. There's going to be declines. There's going to be problems, especially for the year we're having. We're right now in a tough year, and we're going to continue being on those tough years till, especially because this is something they don't mention, especially with the whole tariff situation. The whole tariff situation has really, really killed the balance out of everything. That's another thing that really killed it. We had COVID, and now we have tariffs. So we're going to have a bunch of companies, being a little bit on decline, having a little bit of losses. It's normal. Does that mean the companies do? No. Now, the thing is, they want to act like it's due. Well, let them act like it's due. That's their problem. All I see is one thing. I'm playing games. I'm using the Xbox. I'm having fun. And that, for me, is what matters. That's it. He says the must is a nice look to complete your luchador look. I'm shimmy it off. I was just doing it to do the Nacho Libre thing. Oh, look who's here, El Nini. Tires be reduced was announced this morning. Good. Of course it should be reduced. That was some crazy stuff. Some stuff should be eliminated, but hey, it is what it is. Just get a mask that covers your eyes. Ah. Oh, she did? Oh, okay. And Nini, nice. What do you want me to say about Amy Hood? Good for you. She sent you here. I'm happy for you. I mean, if you got connection with Amy Hood, nice. I hope she pays you for that. She rich as hell. Oh, I got the mask here, Easy. Right here. All I gotta do is put it on. I got the Pony Libre mask right here. There you go. With my pony shirt, my pony cape, my pony pants and boots. Yes, sir. Pony Libre in the building. Yep. Oh, it's getting better now to pull off. Damn. Tariffs should be reduced for the countries, not just for the U.S. It's leveraging against other countries. Yep. It should be reduced 100%. It should be reduced. It's all business talks. And again, it's rating. Oh, man, I thought it wasn't rating. Look at Aries. That's awesome. Ah, you like it, huh? Yes. Yes, sir. Like I said, for the first half of the show, I was acting like a super fanboy, but, Jacob Nova says, you're acting annoying. I'm like, okay, never mind. Because that's how they sound, basically. You have to lie. That's what it is. So let's see what else in the news is cooking. We see a game being canceled. That sucks. That's something that they don't actually, want to go ahead and grab on it. But hey, they better talk smack about Xbox. Yeah. So let's see now. At least some sites picked up on it and talked about it. And let me see. Ooh, Rob Zombie Punko Pop. Should I get it? Should I get it? Should I get it? Nah. Let's go see what I can find. Let's go see right now. Let's go see what's cooking now. Yes, oh yes, sir. Another fun item, Mary product offering revenue breakdown. Let me see. You can see over here, Simon. Hey, Justin Brewman, how are you doing? What's up, Sourblow? How you doing, man? What's cooking? Louis' real name is the Great Pony Avenger. Ah, the Great Pony Avenger. Yes, I get revenge on my fellow ponies. Oh, Lord. I protect them. Yes, I do. So let me see what else is out there. Where's the LOTR news? That's the thing, though. Ugh. For me to find news, it's a headache sometimes because everything right now is at 1%. Xbox decline is in trouble. It's dying. No, that's what they're doing right now. That's what they're talking. Every time I see this guy, it reminds me, is that my friend? Nah, it's not my friend. No. How about Toxic Pony? There you go. That's way more better, Roshan. There you go. Toxic Pony Avenger. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's be that person. Let's be that toxic person right there. Oh, wow. NVIDIA now became a $5 trillion company. Damn. Microsoft is heading up there. It's going to soon say, we're a $5 trillion company. You'll see. Let's see if I can find the LOTR news. Which is sad, though, because it was going to be an MMO of Lord of the Rings. And it got canceled by Amazon, man. That sucks. I mean, that would have been nice to have a Lord of the Rings, out there. Louis, Xbox dead. Haven't you heard? Should we talk about that? Should we talk about the Xbox being dead? Yeah, we should talk about Xbox being dead. It's been dead for 25 years. I don't know how a dead thing can keep on producing money, but it's dead. I don't get it. It's dead. Incredible. 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 Incredible, chat. Oh, Lord. These guys are still stuck with the consoles. But yeah, it's like, I want to talk about the Lord of the Rings thing. Let me go see it. I'm going to go find it. I'm not going to look for it on Twitter anymore. Lord of the Rings game canceled. So, here you go. I found it now. Amazon cancels the Sword of the Rings MMO amid major layoffs report, which sucks. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that's actually sad news for me. I would have loved to see it, especially having their game that came out. What's that game they made that it was actually successful? Man, that they really had a blast with it. But man, if we had that cool Lord of the Rings thing, oh, it would have been great. It would have been great. But it's not great. Amazon's reported canceling its attempt to developing a Lord of the Rings MMO following a new round of layoffs at Amazon Games. Wait a minute. But where is the talk on the layoffs on Amazon? Why wasn't this all over the place though? But when it's Microsoft, it's literally in your toilet paper. It's literally everywhere. But where was this conversation about the layoffs? I mean, it should have been on every site. Pretty much everything should be been talked about for days. But they just pretty much mentioned it once and that's it. Wow. Incredible. Mentioned the game shifting from being an MMO publisher, focusing more on other genres like action RPGs, such as launch King of Meat. Meanwhile, the Romance TV series continues separately with its second season exploring. Okay, that is a TV series keeps on going because oh man. Look at Cypher says, "Oh no, MMO canceled." Moving on. Oh man, Silent Cypher. Hey, it could have been a great MMO, Silent Cypher. It could have been an MMO that you can build stuff, make money on, build a good base to fight off enemies, like we're doing with Supermarket Sim. It could be like that. And we're stuck in it forever. Game One Jesse says they hold MS to extreme standards 100%. It doesn't get the clicks, especially in our circles. Yep, it doesn't, huh, 4K? And nobody talked about it. Weird. I think Plume did probably because Plume talks about everything, but nobody did talk about it though. Saying how the AV kill needs to be reversed. Amazon does it, and blame it, and people blame AI. That's how it is. Then no, it wasn't going to be good. Says incredible. That's how it is, son. That's how it is. That's how it is. Negotiable Xbox news, the only thing that sells. Listen, chat. Look, don't believe what they're saying out there. Oh, negative Xbox news is the only thing that sells. Oh, 100% negative, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's only the negative news that's only going to sell. Yeah, anything negative about Xbox is going to sell. Again, when we go out there and critique Xbox, the things they do, we're going to critique it no matter what. Like we critique the Game Pass price tag, like we critique the console price tags, like we critiqued a whole bunch of things that they have done this generation that was insane. And also we critiqued a lot the marketing, which nowadays is getting better because we saw that in Miami, they actually grabbed Ninja Gaiden and put it onto the air, and someone was playing Ninja Gaiden while he was in the air, showing it to everyone in Miami. That's a pretty awesome feat for them to do. Not only that, they were also in Good Morning America to talk about the Xbox Rogue Ally, which is another amazing feat, especially for the marketing side of things. And that's the thing we keep on talking. Where's your marketing? What's happening? What's cooking? All this stuff. Another thing, though, we got Call of Duty released in a couple of days. I said, what the heck is Call of Duty, though, being marketed, But hey, it's going to come out soon. The main needs to create a hero build in order to generate clicks. That's how it is. But at the end of the day, though, right, chat, no matter what they say out there, if you can turn on your console, if you can play your games, play your games. Ignore all this bullshit. Ignore all this bad talks. Ignore all this stuff, because, hey, listen, as long as we got our games, as long as we got our servers, as long as we got everything on here, we got to be happy. As long as we got our Game Pass, we got to be happy. And, of course, these quarterly numbers were going to come by negative because even Amy Hood a couple months ago said, yeah, for the next one, we're going to see a decline. And she knew it was going to happen. It was a normal thing. She knew it was going to happen. So the the Microsoft GC, whatever, what is it? What position she holds? Well, if that person said it, that was going to happen. She predicted it. Hey, and sometimes predictions could be wrong. Sometimes predictions could be right because, hey, PlayStation had a prediction that it was going to sell 25 million consoles for a year, and they didn't get to that number. They actually sold 19.8, close to the 20 million, because they had to even reduce how much they were going to sell. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. It happens to all. But at least for this one, she was right. She knew there was going to be a decline, and the decline is there. Now, will we see more declines along the way? Probably so. Will we see more growing? Probably so, because it all depends on how things are in life. And that's the part that people don't like to mention. These days, things are tough. So again, ignore that conversation. Have fun. Play your games. That's what matters. Yes, sir. That's it. And that's Crazy Louie spinning out facts. Just play your games, have fun. Those console war dudes, all they do is destroy, 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 and that's it. Destroy. And to be honest, were they right? No. Remember back in the day, in 2014, it was 900p to 1080p. That was the conversation. It wasn't even exclusives. They said we go to where the exclusives are, or we go to where the first party content is. That was their word. Now I got a question, chat, and it's simple. Who's right now releasing first party games? We know this, and it's Xbox. Xbox was the one who's releasing the most first party games out there. They're releasing a ton of first party games. Did you see these guys shift over there? No. You know what they have done? They have defended PlayStation to the end. And that's what I say though. No matter what they say, all they have done is to us is lie through their teeth. They have never been honest with us straightforward. Trying to tell us that Xbox is dead for 25 years, and I don't know how a damn dead thing makes a lot of money. Or yeah, the new Sega, yeah. Console features will be most important next gen. Yep. And that's the thing though. That's something I really enjoyed reading these past 3 days. I really enjoyed talking about the next gen consoles, because that's something that has me really intrigued. Because at the end of the day, I'm liking where this console is going. I'm liking this idea that for next generation, we might have a box, right, with the Xbox UI wrapper on it that we can buy, and it's going to be an Xbox hardware, right? Basically, that's what they said though. Gotta wait to see the box. But at the end of the day, though, if it has the Xbox UI wrapper, right, and you can also, if you don't got the money to buy that premium or whatever they're going to call it, because I don't know if it's going to be, when they meant by premium, I know it's going to be expensive. Like people are saying, oh, it's going to be $1,500 or whatever. But at the end of the day, we will have other options. We will have, like, for example, there could be another box that comes out that Asus can make it, that another person can make it, and it has a UI wrapper on it that's going to be for cheap, and you can say, okay, let me go purchase this one. So I like the idea where Xbox is heading with all this. Dustin Lambert says, graphics that fit a wall. There's no difference between the Series X and a 4K PC. You can see the screenshots. It's not going to feature stable FPS. It's not going to be I've been talking about this several times. It's just some details in some games or some areas of the game may look better than your console. But the game is the same game. Like if you play Indiana Jones in the Great Circle and you play Indiana Jones in the Great Circle in PC, you guys go forward on the very first level, right? You guys are going forward on the very same level. Now, sometimes over here on PC, it looks better and it runs more smoothly, yeah. But on Xbox, even though it doesn't look as good as PC, but yet it's the same level you guys are running into. So it wasn't like how it was back in the day, and I've talked about this before, like when you bought Beavis and Butthead on Super Nintendo or Beavis and Butthead on Sega. Oh, no. Let me give you guys a better example. Jurassic Park on Super NES was over the top, while Jurassic Park on Sega Genesis was a 2D running around action shooter. That's how it was back in the day. One needs to zoom to 400% and play at 50% to see a slight texture difference. Yep, and we talked about this. We got to get ourselves the big old magnifying glasses to go see what the difference is. Because that's how you see stuff. That's the only way. Because when you're on your console, like I said, and I always say this, you're on your console, you're playing Call of Duty, you're all of a sudden climbing up the chain like, wow, look at the rust on the chain. Or when you get on top, you look at the skies, like, look at those guys, man, it seems so real. But once the shooting gets started, you forget that there's a sky there, you forget that there's rust on the chain, you forget that you have a shadow, you forget all that stuff. You're right now focused on shooting the enemy down in order to continue. That's what you're focused on. You forget about the graphics. And then after you're done with all that stuff, you might go to the next level. For the first 2 minutes, like, wow, look at this scenery. Wow, look at the footprints on the dirt. My shadow looks perfect. That's what you're going to do. And then up to shooting. Up to shooting. PS1 and 64 Dreamcast was the last huge difference we're ever going. Nah, let's be honest. For me, like the biggest change was when we had 360. That was for me like the biggest change. And then we have like the Xbox One come out, and the biggest change was just graphics more than gameplay, right? Pretty much that. And of course, we have some modifications to gameplay, some differences. In this generation, it was more detailed than anything. But each generation that goes by, we see more and more detail into it. That's how we see it. AKA Big B Fabio. Ooh, Crazy Louie. Hey, you're Big B Fabio. That's what you're going to be from now on and forever. Big B Fabio. Well, I got a message from the dentist. Yeah, just confirming my thing. Turbo Xbox has been declared dead more than platforms that have literally died. Make it make sense. Yep. They've been killing it for years. They said the Xbox One is dead. They said that this one is dead. They said the other one is dead. Yet these consoles are still out here. Some people say that there is not going to be a PS6. Do I believe there's going to be a PS6? Why not? I mean, with the financial report they have, they're doing pretty well. So they should be able to fork out a PS6. Now, whether it be a PS7, whether it be a PS8, that's something we have to wait and see. But we don't know that till next gen comes. Remember, Fabio got hit in the face by a bird on a roller coaster. Oh, Fabio did? Never knew that. Oh, Lord. BB Fabio, the man who said he got all the ladies going to him, and he said, now I got a girlfriend. Oh, man, good stuff, chat, good stuff. Always fun, always a blast. Yeah, that was the latest news of today, chat. Let's see what comes down to tomorrow. But hey, the quarter numbers came out. Simon, I guess the rate came out today. That was the rate for Xbox right there. The big rate right there, I think it was. Let's see what else happens. But hey, that was the rate right there. Big Money, we all know you got a woman. We get that. But you said that all the ladies come up to you and talk to you, and you said, now I got a girlfriend. That's what you say. You never say you never did. Big B Money says, GTA 6 in 30 weeks, everybody. Damn. You're still waiting for that game. You know what? I'll be happy, Big B, when I see that it's actually getting close to the date. I'll be excited. I'll be happy. And I'll say, yes, it's here. Yes. That's when I'll be excited. But for now, I'm not counting the days because I don't know if it's going to be moved. I don't know if it's going to be, this or that, Yeah. We had to put a rule in the Xbox community. If B Money says GTA 6, he should be. It is not almost here, man. It's 30 weeks away. That's like 6 months or 7 months, man. It's still a long ways away from that. Listen, BB Money. Once it's a month away, you should be hyping it right there. But right now, 30 weeks away, you're literally tomorrow we'll wake up and forget about it because we're not paying attention to that as of right now. All we're doing is paying attention to what's going on daily, not for what's in the future for now. Oh, Lord. Good stuff. Let's see now. Screen 7. Why do you guys think GTA 6 will save gaming, though? It's going to sell, but save gaming is going to take a while. Holy shit. Oh my God. Chat, you guys got to see this. I got to give credit to this man. You guys got to see this. This is actually the truth. Oh my God. I mean, this is perfect. This is perfect, chat. And I'm going to show you something that is so true. It's insane. My God, I'm laughing my butt off with this. Check it out. Let me zoom in on this one. This is incredible. This has got to be the most incredible thing I have seen this past couple of days, and it's so true. Banana Man. Oh, it's oh no, it's Alex who says it. Oh, there you go. I got to give credit to oh no, it's Alex. The same people at laughing at Microsoft statement are the same ones making 200 posts on Twitter every day instead of playing video games. Man, he nailed that comment on the dots. He nailed that comment on the dots. My God, that is facts. Don't care what they say. That is 100% facts right there. The same people laughing at Microsoft statement are the same ones making 200 posts on Twitter every day instead of playing video games. My God, that's the kill. That is the perfect kill right there. No matter what, that killed him. That killed him. Especially, Nib, especially, Keith, especially, all those guys that go out there and just put these long-ass tweets instead of playing those games. That's what they do all the time. That's what they do. Yep. Or talking about the 8080s or 6060s or 5090s or the PS6 Pro. I mean, PS5 Pro, sorry. Wow, I went to PS6 Pro. Oh, man, that is the best statement I've ever read. Oh, Parent Plug is online. Just invited me to play a game. Nice. Total Rock is guilty of that nonsense. Doesn't play anything but Twitter. That's true. That's all he plays. Yeah, he's been out there, just talking and talking and talking. That's all they do, chat. That's all they do. They just talk on Twitter. Incredible. Me, I just put a few posts in a day. That tells you I'm playing. That tells you that I'm playing games. Yes. Dustin Lambert says PS5's most played games are Twitter and P-Hub. Well, I don't know about Twitter. Yeah, that's true. Twitter. That's number one. That's Sir Gotti. I don't know why, but Jeff Keighley should have an award for Twitter. Who is the most PlayStation Twitter poster out there? The one who posts the most about protecting or talking bad about Xbox. Oh, it's okay, Plug. It's okay, Plug. I'll try to listen. I'm almost done, Plug. I'm almost done. So I'll try to hop in as soon as I'm done. I'll eat breakfast first and then hop in before I head out to the desk. I got an appointment at 1, so yeah, I got a little bit of time to hop in, join you for a little voyage, man. Sony fans are pretending to be Steam fans. They are creating an Xbox versus Steam war. Turbock posts like every hour or so. It's embarrassing behavior as a grown-ass adult. Silent Cypher, they gotta listen, Silent. They gotta get the clicks, man. Just like me. I'm trying to get my clicks in here for today because I am the biggest Sony PlayStation fan. Oh, man, that's how they act every single time. I gotta take this off again. Every single time. They gotta be the biggest PlayStation fan. And if they don't talk, then how they're gonna get that money? Cypher, they gotta get that money. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. And remember, guys, Prem Pluck in the building. In the description below, go ahead and subscribe to his Twitch. This man is always on Sea of Thieves and just plays Sea of Thieves, and he's the man when it comes to Sea of Thieves. Like I said, he just invited me to play, and as soon as I'm out, I'm going to join him real quick. Jesse J's Lucha Libre. Yes, I am Pony Libre, sir, for today. Yes, sir. That's why I got my shirt. That's why I got all my pants on. That's why I dressed up as a super big PlayStation fan. Yes, sir. Oh, man, fun show today, fun show. At least for a while, because, then people got annoyed by it. I said, okay, I got to stop then and get serious. Oh, man. But chat, guess what? Let's see if you know what the crazy one's going to say now. Because you know what it is, and that is, listen up. The crazy one's got to go, chat. I'm going to go ahead and have breakfast because I got to get the breakfast out of the way. And after I get breakfast out of the way, I got to go get prepared for the dentist. I will hop in and play a little with Parent Plug. You know, it's been a while since I played with Parent Plug. And if you guys want to see me play with Parent Plug, I'll be there like in probably like 20 minutes tops after I eat my breakfast and everything. So, chat, I'll be joining Parent Plug for a Sea of Thieves voyage. We're going to have some fun over there. So go ahead into his Twitch channel so you guys can see us, you know, run around me collecting cannonballs and stuff like that for a while before I head out to the dentist. But, chat, before I will go, like always, please tell me what you've all been playing. Andrew Tanner says, I'm eating chicken nuggets. Oh, man, that's a good breakfast. Pizza's also good for breakfast, man. I like heating up that pizza in the morning. It tastes so good. I have to get my wife to draw me a bath this morning. Haven't bathed in 4 what? Huh? Okay, weird. There's some Chick-fil-A sauce. Nice, nice, nice. Good breakfast, though. Gets you pumping in the morning, though. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy. Coffee and pumpkin apple. Walnut protein bread is nice, nice. That's good for you. Good for you. Good for you, man. Good for you. Me, I'm just gonna have eggs. That's it. Eggs, and that's it. Probably a little bit of toast. Let's see, or crackers. I don't know. Yeah, but I gotta eat some food. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Last night I only ate once because I had a very busy day, so I only ate once. And yeah, I gotta eat my breakfast today. I gotta eat my lunch later on, and then have a little bit of dinner because you gotta get the things moving. Hold up a second. Let me write. Speaking of that. I'm having steak and eggs like a real man. Nice, nice. Steak and eggs are always good, and hash browns too, which I do not have hash browns. I'm so depressed. I don't have hash browns. Maybe we should do that as a segment. We should, before you guys ate, or like in the morning show, we should have, what do you guys eat for breakfast to get ourselves all hungry? I had eggs for breakfast. Your mom and sauce. Oh, Lord. Oh, man, fun stuff, fun stuff. But, chat, thank you all for hanging out today in the Lucha Libre special today. I hope you guys had a good laugh, I hope you guys, had a blast with this costume. So I'm putting it away, chat. I'm putting it away. It's going to go away, and probably, probably wear it one day for Halloween in the near future. So, yeah, if I lose the weight, it's not going to be wearable. But, yes. I'm glad you guys had your fun. I'm glad you guys, had a blast. And tomorrow morning we'll be back, with some more important news, some stuff to talk about, some stuff to have fun with. So no worries, chat. We'll be here tomorrow morning as normal Louis. Louis comes back to being normal. Louis does not come back to be a Sony PlayStation fan. God, because really it's tough for me to act like them. It's one of the toughest things to do. Well, to be honest, it's not that tough. You just got to be annoying and just blabbing out bullshit. That's it. That's all you got to do. Be annoying and blab bullshit. Yeah, simple stuff, But it's annoying as hell to do it, though. I do not like it, so I just did it. And this is the third and last time, chat, that I will be a PlayStation fan. No more. I'm done. I don't want to be that guy. No, that's out. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. But, chat, thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. I seriously do, chat. You guys rock. So, chat, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do me beautiful and an awesome. I think it got you confused. Music. Jesse James says you blocked him and he's not a Sony fanboy though. And an awesome Thursday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 7 p.m. ET with Sourblow, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. And on Fridays, they invite me if they don't. XP en Español with Elvis Elicita and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Lou Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter, X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on, talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Guys, again, have a beautiful Thursday, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Lou Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.